the E major fugue from the second volume of the Multiple Clavier. You know, it isn't exactly the world's most original thought, but what a choral piece this would have made.
Absolutely. Every line seems to be conceived vocally.
Yeah. And maybe because he wasn't trying to cater to an instrument in any way, there's a sense that there isn't a wasted note, there isn't an artificial, a superficial note. Everything is material to the material. Everything absolutely grows out of the original subject, the original 6 notes which started it all. Even the first counter theme does. Because that counter theme is just a transposition of the subject to with a little bit of ornamentation. And then after he gets through the exposition, what I just played, the exposition where every voice has its say once, he starts into the first of those wonderfully compact, convoluted, in the best sense of the word, stretto overlaps. Only in this one, the counter theme gets its own stretto as well.
So that the two ideas seem to develop in tandem.
Exactly. And in tandem or otherwise, they move, well, one can't say they modulate together. They sort of bump into the submedian key, C sharp minor, thusly. And when he gets there, he does something rather cute. He takes the original subject and the original answer, starting on the notes, which they did start on, E and B, respectively, and transforms them, reharmonizes them, finds a way of giving them a sort of tonal visa to pass through C sharp minor.
As they're doing so, they're associated in that same key with a new counter subject, complete with its own counter subject.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I said yes, that's true, and that's not quite true, because in a way, what this is a kind of wild permutation of the very first motive with which, in the second bar, he accompanies the answer. So far-fetched as it may seem, even that doesn't go to waste entirely. Then they leave the orbit of C sharp minor, if they were ever in fact in it, and move to the same extent that they were in C sharp toward F sharp minor. In which key he does something very nice. He takes the theme, deprives it of the one expressive interval it has, the minor third, and fills it in as one would sing it in a scale. Then makes the alto comment on that, also sort of filling in the pattern. Except that in the alto, he starts to play around with the modes and goes up one way and comes back down another. Then he adds a new counter theme in the bass, also based on the original idea of and also expanding it to the interval of a fifth. And then puts that into a canon in the tenor, just in case anybody's missed the point. Then they leave F sharp minor by the same submedian route by C sharp minor exit. Then you get another one of those glorious stretto occasions, as in the second sentence of the piece. Then he does something very, very interesting. After that stretto, for the first time, he introduces 6 diatonic notes in a row, which doesn't seem like doing anything very special. But up till then, every motive that he's used has either been delineated by a fourth, as in, or on a fifth, as in the case of the counter subjects. He suddenly adds 6 notes successively. Then in canon 7, as though to sort of celebrate the ending, which seems to be close by. Except it isn't that close. He's going to back off once more, and he backs into the submedian key, which he hasn't visited before, G sharp minor. And from that, he goes to a coda, which begins with the only diatonic scale in the entire piece, in scale of E major. So we have first the 6-note thing, the 7-note extension, the 8-note extension, and it's rudimentary material, but it makes for one of the most gloriously fulfilled codas he ever wrote, I think.
Well, what about playing the whole fugue now?
Yeah, okay, I think I should, and one masterpiece coming up.